Hello, all you hardcores out there. How you doing? It's Russ here from Poker's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. Welcome to part two. We're just waiting for Andy to join us. Here he is, Andy from Aberdeen. Women love him, men want to be him. How you doing, Andy?
Not bad, pal, yourself.
I'm all right, lad. What are you pouring there?
I'm still on the Coke Zero off a drink now, so
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have no drink for a wee while, I think. Well, that's just the way I'm thinking today. Yeah, I thought I've not had one for a wee while, so I thought maybe just carry that on for a bit. I tell you what's fascinating me. I don't know if it interests you at all. It's away from boxing. That's remember Donald Campbell's Bluebird boat?
Oh, yeah.
It's been taken back down to Coniston to I think it's the Ruskin Museum. There's a wing there that was made for it, and there's been a lot of politics going on, and from the guy that recovered the boat, a guy called Bill Smith. I think he was an amateur diver, but it's him that went about recovering the boat and that, and then they've rebuilt it with the help of a lot of volunteers over the years. But they had it running, I think it was 2018. If I'd known, I would have gone to see it because it's a lifelong ambition of mine to see that boat running on the water. And it was I think it was Loch Fa up on Rothsay, Isle of Bute, and in Scotland. There's a documentary about it. It's quite interesting. Called the Afterlife of Bluebird, the Afterlife, I think it's called. It's on YouTube. It's quite good.
Is that
Uh,
a water speed record or something?
yeah, as he got killed in it. Remember, it took off and flipped back in 1967, I think it was. But they're talking about running it again on Coniston, so I'd love to go and see that. If that happens, I'm gonna make a point of going to see it because that's all kind of lifelong ambition. Things like that fascinate me. It's fast things.
You're into all that, aren't you, Andy?
Love all that kind of thing. Yeah, so I'd love to go and see that. I think that would be something else.
When's next rally you going to?
Eh, next month, April, up in north of Scotland, the Space Stages Rally. I think we're going up to that.
Are you going up there with?
Just my young lad, we'll go up there for the day. We'll meet. We've got friends from up north that go to the rally, so we'll meet them up there. So that'll be good. I was up there last year. I think I had my Civic Type R at the time. We had a fantastic drive back down from there through Braemar and down through Glen Shee. I think I sent you some pictures at the time. Fantastic road. A lot of the car magazines go up there and use their roads for filming, for taking pictures and that. So I think Jeremy Clarkson was up there in a Ferrari one time in Top Gear. So it's stunning scenery and the roads are just amazing. So
Old Jezza.
old Jezza. He's from your area, is he not? Is he a Doncaster man?
Yeah, Doncaster man. Yeah, Berg Wallace.
Ah,
He
is he?
he's a bit of a tool, actually, from what I've heard.
I was waiting to say,
Yeah, he's a bit of a tool, like.
Is he held in high regard in Doncaster, or is he thought
Not
he's
really, like, no, he's a bit aloof.
Yeah. I don't think he's your typical Yorkshireman, is he?
But he used to work at Donny Star on Duke Street.
Ah, right.
First job as a journalist, yeah. He was a tool then, and he's a tool now.
Still a tool.
Watson, you're a tool.
He's probably a rich tool, isn't he? Made a
Well,
lot of money.
yeah, he likes his cars, doesn't
Yeah.
he? What do you reckon's going to happen then with Crusher? You think they're going to give him this 2-year backdated to April next, in another 2 weeks? Because it's in another 2 weeks, it's 2 years, and it since he fought in UK or something.
It's all pointing that direction, isn't it? It looks like it's
Yeah.
the way it's going. We've said that for a long time, though.
Where does it leave boxing, though, if that happens? Where does it leave it? Because they fought twice in that period in America. They've had millions of pounds of PR. He's bigger than ever now. It's like it's worked for him, hasn't it? If that happens, hasn't it? Because they'll still get the big fights. And what does it make? Does it make a mockery at board and system?
Leaves a big soiled stain on the whole thing, doesn't it? stain. It's a stain that's not going to go away. You're not going to get out with a bottle of vanish. Eh? That's there to stay. That stain. I'm not going to forget that. And a lot of other true fans will not forget it. We don't want it just getting glossed over and then, oh, he's nah. I'm not forgetting that. That's he needs dealt with properly. Yeah,
Needs what?
he needs dealt with properly. Uh, uh, and I don't think he'll not get he'll not get what he should be getting. He should be getting. He should be getting. In my mind, he should be minimum 2-year ban from the last time he fought.
Not going to do that though, are they?
It's not going to happen, is it?
How could they do that to Liam Cameron though? But yet Crusher.
Wrong.
It's
It's wrong. It's just
bad, isn't it?
it's good to see. It's bad, really bad. It's good to see Liam Cameron back, and he looks really motivated. I watched an interview with him. Is he fighting on Saturday night?
Yeah. He's fighting on Eddie Hills' show in Sheffield.
I hope he does really well.
Yeah.
I've got high hopes for him because after going through all what he's gone through, and then there's other people getting away with worse, getting away with worse. So I just hope he does well and makes some money for himself.
Yeah, I feel a bit for Chris, because when he came back, he went training at Chris's, and then all of a sudden he went to Grant Smith's.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's a tough sport, isn't it? It's one of them sports you can be mates with somebody on a Monday, fall out with him on a Tuesday, and then you mates them again on a Wednesday. You know, that kind of carry on.
Up and down, eh?
Liam's had it tough. He should have never got a 4-stretch ban for that.
Nah.
You know what I mean? A bit of Chino. Come on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's wrong, isn't it? Yeah, there's folk with masking agents that's hiding what God knows what.
Yeah, that's the problem with the Crusher one. It's the masking agent, isn't it?
What's he masking? Huh?
What's he hiding?
And what's Dylan White? Is Dylan White's been a masking agent as well?
Well, they haven't cleared Dylan White, have they?
Oh, they've not cleared him. So what's going on there?
He can't fight in UK. He's like Crusher, isn't he?
That means he shouldn't be able to fight in Saudi either, because the Saudi is that no run by the British board? All that stuff in Saudi.
I don't know, but Dylan, you know what? Hey, he's got a world-class left hook, and we have to give him that, don't we, Dylan?
Yeah.
But other than that, what has he really got? All he brings to the table is that talking out of the side of his mouth drawl and that wolf thing. Oh. Remember we were doing that before he went out to face Fury?
Oh, aye. Then what happened there?
You think Fury wouldn't have been bothered about that? If Big John had seen a wolf, he'd have had a hold of it, wouldn't he? He'd have appeared out of a bush, got the wolf, and that'd have been it. It'd have been on the hot fire.
He'd have been feeding it to journalists that were coming to visit him. Get some of that inside you.
We live off the land.
I'll eat what I kill.
He's like Grizzly Adams, isn't he, John? Isn't he?
A wild man, eh?
It reminds me of that John Rambo film. You know when he goes on running woods at the beginning, he goes up motocross bike, doesn't he? Wheelies it up cliff, then disappears into woods. That's Big John, isn't it?
Big John.
You know what I mean? Do not enter them woods if Big John's there. I'm telling you now. Commando has got nothing on Big John.
Serious damage can happen.
What did you make of all that Big John, Big Joe Egan carry on? It's all died a death now, hasn't it?
It's a nonsense.
What about Big Joe? He done about 750 interviews on YouTube. Every time you turn telly on, there's Big Joe there. He's shaking like a leaf. He looks like he's stuck in glue. He's like, I've still got one last hurrah in me. One last hurrah.
He doesn't know what
hurrah in him.
one last hip hip hurrah, maybe. But he's not in fighting shape, and he'll get stay up.
Do you know what?
He looks like he's a big guy, but he's big and heavy. And
None of them are in shape, are they? All these big 10-kilometer runner men. Let's see them actually do a 10-kilometer.
did you watch that fight?
I can do one, and I know what it takes to do it. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
So
It's not
let's
easy.
see them do one.
Did you watch that fight I sent you? It was two 58-year-old guys fighting. Can't remember their names. An absolute disgrace, I thought. Shouldn't be guys that. They were.
One of them, Darren Colville, him with Carl Froch fought.
It might be, aye, but I mean, they
Sure
were way overweight.
Sure, it were him who Carl fought.
You just hope one of them doesn't take a heart attack or something like that. It's just, it shouldn't be happening. That in my eyes, yeah. It's a sad spectacle. Even people that age knocking lumps at each other.
Carl fought him in his third fight.
Right.
Knocked him out in round one.
And there you go, and they're still.
He's from London, yeah. He he finished his career in 03. Yeah.
Right. So he's 11 years older than Carl now.
He's 11 years, that what it is. Yeah, so he's 58. Yeah, 58, and Carl's 47 in July.
So that shouldn't be happening. Somebody's going to die. I hope they don't, but it just if you apply logic to it, people that age shouldn't be getting battered about the head.
Can you imagine him in pub with his mates? Oh, Colville's just walked in. Hey, Daz, how are you doing? All right, mate. Oh, you him all got knocked out in one round by Carl Froch. You could dine up on that for years, couldn't you? Oh, an Hall of Famer. Oh, he's been in with an Hall of Famer. Can you imagine rounds of beer he gets bought in his local, him, Colville? I bet he's alcoholic. What? I'm telling you now.
It's I mean, fair play to them for getting in the ring, but I don't want to see guys that age fighting. But as long as people buy tickets, they'll keep doing it. Somebody will put it on. It's like Tyson. I don't want to see him fighting, really. Yeah.
There's a quiet whisper doing that. There's a quiet whisper doing rounds that Amir Khan's on about dipping his toes again.
Oh, that could end bad, eh? He's well shot, isn't he? You've seen him against Brooke the last time, man. You see him get knocked out against Canelo. That's a horrible knockout as well, wasn't it? He's had a few knockouts, isn't he? He's been knocked out a few times, isn't
he? Do you know Amir Khan, right? He should be over hills and far away by now, shouldn't he? Away from boxing, shouldn't he? Should have millions.
Yeah.
He probably has. He probably has, but
he got a lot of money for the Kell Brook fight, didn't he? He got a lot more than Kell Brook got, I think.
He's had loads of pay-per-views, hasn't he, Amir Khan? But do you know the last world title fight that he actually won? It was Zeb Judah in 2011. So why is Amir Khan even in mix? And since then, he's on to
I thought his best win was against Maidana.
He's had 13 fights. He's been to the well 13 times since his last world title win against Zeb Judah, and he's gone 8-5. So do you know what I mean? 8-5 he's gone since Zeb Judah. So Amir Khan's had what 13 paydays there, hasn't he? Really, and not won a belt.
No.
So if he got $1 million a fight, it's 13 million, and I'm telling you, they got more than $1 million a fight, won't he? So
I think he got about 6 million for.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if he's had 13 fights, if he's had $1 million a fight, and we know he's had more,
yeah,
he's had it off, hasn't he? Because he's not been at top of his game since 2011. He's just been hanging on and hanging around like a bad smell. Going to well one more time and spinning as a load of shit. 13 times he's spun it about what he's been going to do and going to do this. 13 times. Do you know what I mean? 13 more paydays, and that's all it is now. And it's like I said to you in part one. All them fighters there, the 8 out of them 30 heavyweights there, there's 18 of them still fighting. And they're done. You know what I mean? They're just hanging on name only.
Yeah, living off their name.
Spinning yarns to us on these platforms about what they're going to do. You know, Derek Chisora, when he has his next fight, we're going to hear all that again, what he's going to do. And what if A comes back? And what if Bellew comes back? What are they going to do? And we're going to hear it all again, how they've got something left in tank. Something in basement.
One last hurrah.
Well, like big jab roly poly, one last hurrah.
They've all got this. They're all finding one last hurrah when they're seeing this
One
big.
last hurrah. Where went first hurrah? Hey?
He likes talking, Joe Egan, though. The interviews are like 2 hours long, some of them.
Oh my God, he's repeating same old story. Did you see that one overnight? Did you see that one overnight he was on who had 16 subscribers? Hey, he'll tell anybody his story, won't he? It's opening of an envelope, Big Joe.
He's got that same T-shirt on. He's got a Big Joe T-shirt, isn't he?
Well, that's in case he forgets what it's called.
We had an apprentice work with us once, and when I think it was when I worked at Mercedes, and he went away and he was only about 18. He went away on holiday and came back with his own name tattooed on his arm. In case he forgot who he was.
I can't believe it, right? I mean, it's that farcical now that Big Joe's going to be doing appearances, and he'll have a story to tell now about how there were once a bit of hype about him and Big John were going to fight. He'll be dining out off this for about next 40 stretch. We've just had a 20 stretch of his stories about him and Iron Mike. Haven't we? Nobody's seen a bit of footage yet. Pop, pop, bang.
I know. Why is there no footage? Yeah?
You couldn't make it up, could you? It's as nearly as funny as it's nearly as funny as Tom Dallas asking David Price to give him a bump start because his car wouldn't start and it was a fucking auto. And he pushed him round the block. Put it in second lap. Put it in second lap. What? Give your clutch lap. Put it in second. What? I got a clutch. It's an auto.
I'll tell you. I could tell you a story about a guy I knew years ago. He's a brilliant guy. He was just but this will give you a laugh here. A Morris Marina van, right? This guy called Mike. And he was a biker, right? But in the wintertime, he drove about in this Morris Marina van, and it was painted matte black. It just looked like a heap of shit. But everything on it was just legal, and he got pulled over by the traffic police this day on the Joe Carriageway, south of Palochry, where I lived. And I think they searched it for drugs because he liked smoking a bit of dope or whatever. But they couldn't find nothing in the van. And they checked the van over. It's traffic police. Checked the van over. Everything was just legal. They couldn't actually do him for anything. So they let him go, and he says, "Hey lads," he says, "my start is fucked." He says, "You couldn't give us a push, could you?" So you got 2 traffic policemen pushing out the lay-by up the Joe Carriageway. And he said, "They're like shouting, 'Try it now!' And he went, brrr. Oh no, it's not going to go. Try it. Give it another go, lad." So he's got them pushing and pushing and pushing up the road. "Try it again." Brrr. They had them about 100 yards up the road, maybe more. And they say, "It's not going to go. It's not going to go." He says, "Well, try it one more time, lads. Try it one more time." So that way they're pushing again, and he turned the ignition on, and says, "Cheers, lads." Pulled away. They've got a big walk back to their car on the lay-by. So he's just taking the piss out of the traffic police, which was right up my ass.
Go on, Andy, lad. Right. Saturday's show.
Yep.
DAZN, matched by Tom Dallas, Eddie Hills, the Matchroom head honcho promoter, Sheffield Arena. They've got Dalton Smith headlining against Sapeda for WBC silver belt at £140. What do you make of that?
That should be a good. Probably just favour Dalton Smith there, maybe. What do you think?
Dalton Smith beats him. It's an easy one, that.
Yeah.
You mind all this? It's a 50-50. Piss off, Eddie.
They're all 50-50s according to him, innit?
Yeah, well, Ismail Davis against Troy Williamson. That's a good fight.
Yeah.
A good fight, that. But super welterweight, 12 rounds. Sandy Ryan, Terry Harper. I'm going to go Terry Harper on points.
Mm-hmm. I'll go Sandy Ryan.
Sandy Ryan knockout.
Points. Points.
You know, Sandy Ryan will not win on points against Terry Harper. Terry Harper's style's designed to win on points. She's a runner, isn't she? It's only 2 minute rounds.
We'll go knockout then.
You're going to Sandy Ryan knockout then.
Go Sandy Ryan. Late knockout.
James Flint from Doncaster, Kev's his granddad's Kev's mate, James Flint, 13.
Hands of foam.
Good fighter, James Flint, against Campbell Anzafone, 14-0. That's a very evenly matched fight. So who are you going for?
I think Flint will win, but Campbell Hatton might get a decision then.
I'm going to go for Flint on points.
Yeah. But will he get a decision against Hands of Foam? I don't know.
Well, we're going to see, aren't we? We're going to see. Nico Levers against Piotr Merger. I'm not even interested in that. Liam Cameron against Hussein Itaba, 16-8-3. Liam should see him off with his pedigree, ABA champion, Commonwealth champion, all that. Have you any win for Liam in that one?
Sorry?
You going for Liam? Or
yeah, for Liam and that, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see him do big things. So.
Yeah, Emmanuel Buttigieg against Bartholomew Stikers, whatever. What is that? 2-0 against the 2-2. What are they doing here? They're just patching these up here. What is this? Great matchmaking by Tom Dallas. Conan Murray against Edgar Kernsky. 7-0 against 3-6-1. You're gonna go for Murray, aren't you, on that one, aren't you?
You got it there, man.
Other geezers on a free, just lost 3 on spin.
Yeah.
Undefeated. Eddie says he can't, he says they're all evenly matched. Well, I'm going to tell you now, right, who I think can win out of all them lot on away fighters. Who's the away fighter going to win out of that lot?
James Flint, is he in a classed as an away fighter? Him?
Well, he's local lad, isn't he? But he's not going to get any favours, is he, James Flint? No. So you say James Flint, he's probably one.
Yeah.
Sandy Ryan, she's away fighter, isn't she, on Terry Harper one?
Yeah.
See Sandy Ryan. Yeah, there's maybe 2 there. Maybe I'd favour Terry on points on that.
Yeah.
Ismail Davis, Troy Williamson. Yeah, maybe. Maybe there's 3. Maybe there's 3 good pick'ems like that. Well, that's not bad for Matchroom, is it? Not bad.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we want, isn't it? Really, pick'ems.
Pick'ems. There's still no word of the weight divisions for this 5 versus 5, is there? The match.
Oh yeah. And what do you think about old Willy Wonka getting to pick one of them and Bricktop and Eddie picking 2 each? I mean, since when have they ever let anybody have the nose in the have the snout in their business? You know what I mean?
Well, Willy Wonka, it's his train set, isn't it? He's loving it, isn't he? He's loving it. Willy Wonka's, it's his train set, isn't it? So he's just loving it, isn't he? He's got that much money, or he's got access to that much money. He can do what he wants, eh? But I disagree with this saying like the winner of AJ Big Meech and Nagano automatically gets the fight for the undisputed. I disagree with that. How has he got the power to do that? Eh? Shouldn't be him that making their decisions.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. You know, Big Meech, right? You know, all this hype around him at the moment. You know, everybody losing their minds. People like Spencer Oliver, yeah, and Eddie Hills. You know, the Big Meech army, right? Right. You know, this Big Meech is back and all this. Do people actually believe what they're saying? Because these are people who have been champion boxers and the top promoters and that, right? Go and look at who he has beat since he lost to Ruiz. So since he lost to Ruiz, who's he beat? He's beat Ruiz, and then he's lost to Usyk twice. So who's he beat since then? He's beat nobody of any note. He's beat people that he would probably employ as sparring partners. Do we agree on that? Wallin
Yep.
was his sparring partner, won it for 4 years on and off. We agree on that, don't we? On Wallin.
Yep.
So that's one. He sparred Elenius before. So that's two. He never sparred Ngannou before, but he'd had one fight. So that's three waste man. The other one was Franklin. He's not been in with him before, and he stunk place out against him. So are we to believe them 4 performances turns him into King Kong?
Nah, I mean, Helenius only had a week's notice, didn't he? Helenius was putting it on him, burst his nose and that, and he just got tired. He just waited till Helenius got tired, and then
Povetkin broke his nose.
smashed his nose in the first round.
Broke it, didn't he? Povetkin, he broke his nose, Big Meechers. Broke it, mate.
I remember watching that fight in a pub. I don't know if I've told you this before. I was watching that fight in a pub in Perth one night, and there was a guy there with his wife, a Geordie guy, a guy from Newcastle area, and he told me that he ran a boxing gym in Newcastle, and he had a heavyweight there. I can't remember what guys. He did tell me his name, but I can't remember what his name was. A young upcoming heavyweight who'd been down in Sheffield sparring with Big Meech. And when he came back, he asked him how he got on. He says he couldn't believe how easy he was to hit. He was really surprised how easy it was to hit Big Meech. Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah. Well, Big Meech got busted up, didn't it, against Povetkin in first few rounds, didn't he?
If that had been a younger Povetkin, it might have been a different story, yeah. Kenny had a bit more go about him.
Yeah. Do you think, though, that Big Meech could end up having a fight with White while Fury gets his Usyk business out of the way?
Possibly, yeah. I don't think White deserves a big money fight, just by the situation, but where's he going to have it, eh? Can't he have it in this country if White's no, well, unless to do it under some different licensing form, but was White no license with some Texas commission or something crazy like that?
Listen, it's all shrouded in mystery, right? Dylan White's born in Jamaica. He's got British citizenship. He pays tax from Portugal or something, and he's on a Texas boxing license. What is all this about?
And he's half Irish now as well, as you know.
We had Irish pants on, didn't he?
He's got Irish ancestry or something. I heard him coming out with that.
Did you see blubber on him?
Ah, he was way out of shape, isn't it? It's like, remember when he was on the scales for fighting Marius Watt?
He looks like a big Easter egg, doesn't he? Looks like a giant Easter egg.
He's on the scales, and Saudi and Bean's going, he's in fantastic shape.
I tell you what, do you know it's Big Freeze, right? It's Big Freeze would put Dylan White on Button Moon.
I would do.
It's Big Freeze would do Dylan White. He'd do him.
Yeah.
It's Big Freeze would launch him. He would. They'll not put Dylan White near Fraser Clark. They won't. He'll do him in. Wardley would do Dylan White. He'd do him. Dylan White's a spent for us.
Bacoley would wipe him out, eh? He would just.
Bacoley would lock him up.
Smash him up, eh?
Dylan's back for one more payday.
Yeah.
Offer him a Saudi fight, he'll take it. He'll take his licks. He just wants to keep getting that. Like I've just said to you, look at Amir Khan. He's not won a belt since 2011. So what has he been doing for them 13 fights? Over 13 years. He's just been coming back to it well. Averages that once a year, doesn't it? Oh, we'll take some free money, create a bit of hype, go on IFL, go on all platforms. I'm back. Here's my new trainer. Look at my body fat. Look at these little videos on Insta. Look how fast I am. I've still got it. Last thing you lose is your power. Everybody buys into it. Then before you know where you are, we'll say, well, Amir's only like mid-30s and Ray Leonard were fighting at that age, all that knackers. And that's it. Instead of them pissing off and letting next generation come through. Like I said, all these comebacks, they fry my head. And all this Saudi stuff. Have you seen them all? They've all gone out there with the anybody who's ever had a fight in their life from 1940s onwards who's alive in Saudi. There's men in the Saudi doing the Ali Shuffle.
On a Zimmer frame.
Frank Bruno was talking comeback 6 weeks ago.
Frank.
Big Frank.
Big Frank. Nah, he's. Didn't want him coming back. He's a national treasure, isn't he, Big Frank? Yeah.
Did you hear that story about when he was DJing at this club and he was off his box on Sniff? And he put this song on 5 times and he was dancing away with no top on and pointing to the stars and that off his rocker he was. Nobody could stay out to him, would they?
You didn't.
Put the same song on 5 times. It's a true story. Big Frank.
That'd be like that scene in Father Ted. Remember when they had the charity disco and raffled the car, and the guy only had one record, and it was Ghost Town by was it Specials? Just kept playing it over and over again.
Yeah, that's what Big Frank did, and nobody tell him. They're not too scared to tell him.
I've done stuff like that when I'm drunk right enough. I remember me and my pal were sitting watching. Do you ever watch Morecambe and Wise?
Yeah, back in the day. I can't remember.
We just kept putting the same thing on over and over again, pissing ourselves laughing.
Morecambe and Wise, what are you doing to me here, Andy? You're making me feel old. You're making me feel like when I said to Ozzie Smith, big-hearted Oz. Do you remember Oz from Orpheus saying Ozzie? Ozzie Smith's gone. What? What? I need to get in touch with Ozzie. I've lost his number. But yeah, what? Watch Orpheus saying, Pet Ozzie. No, I'm about 22.
I'm bringing you sunshine, Russ. Bringing you sunshine. That's Morecambe and Wise does to people.
You're a big Morecambe and Wise fan, Andy.
I love all that stuff. Tommy Cooper, Morecambe and Wise, Ken Dodd, all that old school comedy. Yeah. Brilliant.
Go on, Andy, lad.
Wes Dawson, he was another cracker as well, wasn't he? Wes Dawson. Bernard Manning.
So you're going to go for Dalton Smith like me then for Saturday then, yeah? Dalton Smith and Terry Harper. It's a good double bet that in it. It's a safe bet that in it at Bucky's. Dalton Smith to win, Terry Harper to win. Safe bet in it, a double.
Yeah, and Liam Cameron on there as well. If you could get that, I don't know.
I won't put Liam in my bet though.
No,
you're not getting no odds on it.
Nah, I don't get any odds now.
Right, I'm going to get off, kid. Right, thanks for coming on.
Good man. You take care. We'll catch up soon.
Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Peace out.